So we get to NewsNation's Kelly Meyer, who's live for us on the North Lawn at the White House. So even by Trump standards, I know you went over 2 hours on April 30th. This was well over 3 hours. This was a long cabinet meeting. By the way, since I had the extra time, Kelly, I did the research on this. It's definitely not a record, okay? June the 5th, 1967, President Lyndon Johnson, his advisors, of course not televised like this, but his advisors, they went back and forth, as reports tell it, for more than 7 hours. They were talking mostly about how the U.S. would respond to the six-day war in the Middle East. But Trump gave them a run for their money. How would you sum it all up?
Was that one on camera too?
No.
I mean, or I guess no. I guess or no radio. Yeah, I guess back then it was a little different back then.
Yeah.
But I think this in front of the cameras for 3 hours definitely unprecedented, as many things are in this White House. You were just getting to it ahead of me, Connell. I had those numbers that we were talking about with our research team. Some of his previous cabinet meetings, you know, went for maybe the longest before this was around 2 hours and 2 minutes, but this going over 3 hours. The president, I think, spoke for about 50 minutes off the top. Then he went around the horn with all of his cabinet members and his special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, weighing in, each of them taking some time to talk about what they've been doing in their departments. He has been doing this throughout his administration, his second term so far, and it's something that he does televise on camera. And then he took questions from the media, and he said at the end there, saying, you know, let's cut this off. I think I took enough questions, and then did end it with those two topics you mentioned, the economy and crime, and his last words there saying that he hopes those governors from those blue states call him. He said those Democratic governors in cities, we're talking about Chicago, Baltimore, New York City, we're looking at California as well. He was saying that he hopes that they call him and ask him to bring in the troops, but he is prepared to do it if they don't. But he didn't make a final decision in that meeting, Connell.
That was a very good summary of 3 hours. You read a lot of important topics and headlines coming out of it. By the way, I took notes. I learned a few things. We have a staff meeting every Friday, and we're going to implement a similar format where everybody on the staff goes around, tells me what a good job I'm doing, and then before we start the meeting. So I did learn that from the president. So you think it's a good idea, Kelly? All right, let's talk about the economy part of it right now. Yeah, I knew you'd approve.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.